Hi guys, it's Stock Curry, and today I have a very important market update for you. I do not want you to be fooled by the two green days we just had. We are still in the beginning of a correction. I do believe that the market is about to correct seriously, and I'm about to tell you why. Okay, don't mind these streamers that I've got here. We just got done celebrating my birthday. But what I want to do today is go over why I think the market is still about to correct, and there's a lot of good reasons for it. Now, we need to start out with the bond markets, and the reason for that is the bond markets are much larger than the stock market. And a lot of times by looking at the bond markets, we can get an idea as to what's actually happening in the stock markets. Now, the bond markets right now, they've got a lot of confusion. They're confused. They don't know what's going on. The problem right now with the bond markets is this. One, you've got the bond markets thinking they should go up because we've got the economy reopening, we've got the pandemic going away, we've got high inflation, which all in turn should very soon lead to higher interest rates from the Fed. On the other hand, we've got the bond market wanting to go down because we've got the Delta variant coming out. We've got threats of more shutdowns. We've already got some countries shutting down. We've already got certain counties and states re-implementing mask mandates. And there's a lot of fears out there that we're going to get a re-shutdown. And if the economy shuts down, that in turn means we're going to have less demand for buying. That in turn means that inflation is going to go down. And that in turn means that if an inflation goes down, we're not going to have the need to raise interest rates as fast as we initially thought. And if interest rates don't go up, then, well, the bond yield should go down. So right now what we're seeing in the bond markets is a zigzag pattern. We're seeing the bond markets go up for 2 or 3 days in anticipation of a big reopening and interest rates eventually rising. And we're also seeing the bond markets go down for 2 or 3 days in anticipation of a huge pandemic shutdown again and the interest rates not rising for a little while longer. So we're seeing a zigzag, a sideways zigzag in the bond markets. There is only one way to put it. The bond markets are confused. They don't know what's going on. They don't know if we're going to go up or down. And so that in turn is also showing up in the stock market. The stock markets aren't really sure what's going to happen right now. We're not sure if we should be going up because the economy is reopening and businesses are reopening and they're going to start getting more customers and high inflation is here and that's going to result in more profits. Or if the stock market should be going down because the Delta variant is going to cause more shutdowns and that's going to hurt businesses and hurt growth. And we don't know. We're confused. We have no idea what's going on. And so what we're seeing right now is a lot of volatility, both volatility in the bond markets and volatility in the stock markets. And usually when we have a lot of volatility, that is a very early sign of a correction. Now, is the correction going to happen in July? Maybe. I don't know. It might not happen in August. It might not happen until September. But for sure, we are about to get a correction. There's no doubt about that. Pretty much every economist, every analyst out there is predicting that we are about to get a correction. Here's the crazy thing. Historically, we are way overdue for a correction. This blew my mind when I saw it today. If you look at the last 10 years, the entire past decade in the stock market, the S&P 500, you ready for this? The S&P 500 has not had even as much as a 5% pullback for this long of a period in 10 years. We have now gone from October of last year through July of this year, the longest period in 10 years without a 5% pullback in the S&P 500. Now keep in mind that a correction is defined as a pullback of 10 to 20%. Forget the 10% official correction. We haven't even had a 5% pullback for this amount of time in 10 years. We are so overdue for a correction. It's not even funny. Of course, a lot of that has to do with the fact that for the past year, the Fed has just been printing money and there's so much money out there, people have just been dumping it into the stock markets and they don't know where to put it. And so assets are way overvalued right now. The Treasury said assets are overvalued. The Fed has said assets are overvalued. Everybody knows assets are overvalued. The question is, when are they going to come back down? And I think the answer is now. So I do not want you guys to be fooled by these two big green days that we just had on Tuesday and Wednesday. I still think we are at the very beginnings of a correction here. Yes, Tuesday and Wednesday's gains wiped out the losses from Monday, but keep in mind last week was still red, and this week could still end up being red. We don't know. Again, we don't know what's going to happen day to day. Day to day, high fluctuations. Right now, the futures for Thursday are completely flat. We have no idea if the market's going to go up or down on Thursday or Friday. I have no clue. Nobody can predict this thing. You literally cannot time the market. But we can definitely for sure say that at some point in the next 2 months, we are like 99% certain that we're going to get a correction. And so I do not want you to be fooled by these 2 big green days we just had. This is what I would call a bull trap or a dead cat bounce, meaning you think the market's going to go back up and then it's like, fooled ya, we're actually going to go back down. So please don't be fooled by these 2 big green days. I do not think this is going to last. I do think that we are going to have a correction here soon. And we may have another week or 2 running up before we get a correction in August. I don't know. You literally don't know. But for right now, since I'm so uncertain, I've got a big mix of bearish positions and bullish positions in my portfolio because I don't even know what's going to happen. Okay, I hope that information on the market update was helpful for you guys. I don't have any stock picks for you. Unfortunately, I ended up getting a massive migraine towards the end of the day. I have been sleeping for the past few hours. I woke up, I took some medicine. I'm feeling just good enough to get the market update out for you guys, and then I'm probably going to go right back to bed. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully it opens up your eyes and gets you guys thinking about the need to hedge your portfolio against a further downturn in the market. I hope you guys have a lot of success trading. I did get some birthday presents today. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you guys have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.